Hey good looking, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Kendra Morgan Official. Thanks so much for joining me. If you like makeup brushes, if you like single eyeshadow tutorials or sunscreens, subscribe to my channel and let's get into this. Today I have for you guys the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize. I have selected Sydney Grace's single eyeshadows for this particular dupe, and I think this does a great job of duping the Charlotte Tilbury Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize. So in this video, I'll be showing you swatches of the dupe palette. I'll give you guys a demonstration of my eye look in comparison to a popular YouTuber that you guys might all know, and my final thoughts. Alright, so let's get into the swatches. So as you can see, I have the swatches here labeled for you guys, and this is all from the Sydney Grace line, so there aren't any of the shadows that come from any other brand besides Sydney Grace. I have a swatch comparison from the great and famous Mel Thompson that she is so gracious to let me use one of her pictures, and so I'll put that in here, and I will also put my swatches after hers, and you can see how well I duped the shadow. Now, in my opinion, guys, this eyeshadow palette was extremely easy to dupe. I feel like warm eyeshadows have been trending for a long time now. They're here to stay and they haven't gone anywhere. I also want to put together for you guys a look, and I chose Sabrina's Charlotte Tilbury review for that particular look. So I thought what I would do is just try and recreate the look that she has put together on her review, and I will link that down below. So in Sabrina's eyeshadow tutorial, she starts with this tan shade here, which is what is it? I don't even know. Peanut Butter in Sydney Grace's single eyeshadows. I know in Sabrina's video, she didn't really like how orange the shade pulled on her from Charlotte Tilbury's palette, but I really think Peanut Butter is a nice warm toned shadow, but it does have enough brown to really accentuate the look and not overdo the look. Next up, she took this beautiful purple shade in the Charlotte Tilbury palette. So for this, I will take Sweetheart from Sydney Grace's single, and I'm going to apply that to the outer third and lower end of the crease. Pick some up on my brush, tap off any excess. I'm really excited to try this look out. Normally I lay my transition down and then I lay my crease color and then I would go in with the lid, but Sabrina laid her part of her lid color down first, and I thought that was a really neat idea, so I want to try that. Bring that over just enough towards the center of the lid to really get a nice, beautiful purple shadow. Sabrina uses the darker shade to go ahead and blend out the purple into that transition area. So with just a little bit more precisely a blending brush, I will add just a little bit of this dark chocolate shade from Sydney Grace. I'm going to start low and then just kind of blend out. Looks like my shadow is just a smidge darker and chocolatier and richer. You go, Sydney Grace. Alright, lastly, I'm taking from the purple section, and from my palette it is Turtle Doves by Sydney Grace, so I will take that. Sabrina uses her fingers, but I'm going to go ahead and use a brush. I'm going to try packing this on with a brush first and seeing if I get somewhat of the same effect. Okay, I think I'm getting a really, really good shimmery effect. All right, and this is the completed look. I noticed that Sabrina put on some nice, beautiful, natural wispy lashes, so I went ahead and did so myself. And this is the completed look. What do you think? Does it compare with Sabrina's look? Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. With Charlotte Tilbury bringing out yet another warm shadow palette, I feel like there's already this type of essence that exists, and I can't help but feel and go back to my collection and see that there are a couple of eyeshadow palettes. One in particular that stands out that definitely dupes this Charlotte Tilbury Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize, and you guessed it, it is the Jaclyn Hill palette. I do have the original Jaclyn Hill palette when it first launched, when they gave you the little card that lets you know all the shades. But if you take a look at the palette, you begin to see the same warm tone resemblance over and over. So just taking a couple of these shades throughout the palette, you can see that quite a few of them would probably look, you know, similar on the eye. There, that might give you some nice warm tones. That Royalty shade is definitely a blue-based one, and she uses a more red, pink-based tone in the Charlotte Tilbury. But you're talking about mere centimeters of lid space that you're more than likely working with. So to the naked eye, you could probably get away with using this shadow. There's a couple of shadows right there for you for that dark brown, and she has plenty of browns to choose from in this palette that you could mix and match on your eyes to create some of the same looks that the Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize palettes. My final thoughts on the Charlotte Tilbury Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize palette is I really think you guys could pass on this particular buy and use what you've got. I demonstrated a couple of options for you guys. Thanks so much. If you guys found this video helpful, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, and thanks so much for watching, guys. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye!